Yes, people, good night. There again tonight, you know it go. I wanna stay, I wanna do. You good? Who there with you tonight? Who check in? Like the live, make us say there, no? Show some interaction, no? Like up the live, share up the live. Shamor, what go on? Good night, Shamor. How you do? Good night, Miss Annette. How you do? I still wait for my ice cream and today is Sunday again. So I still wait for my ice cream and Shamor. What going on with the ice cream? Where is my ice cream, Shamor? So the pan of the night, people. Miss Annette, I was church today. I don't know if I go church, but you know, more than likely. Shamor, you got church today? Go praise the Lord. You got talk to the pastor today? Alright, somebody telling us if I come with a word, you know. We gotta take a break from Spanish tonight. So, I think your word was what? Stethoscope? So, what problem you say you have with that word, you know? Oh, you're still at church? Eh? Come like me, I forgot make you play me through the loudspeaker. And tell the pastor if I go sit down and me take over tonight. I'm just kidding, by the way. Stethoscope. So, when you say I'm to hear word now, as me see that scope that while ago, a long time, I know what's on Scooby-Doo. Scooby! Away! People, big up on yourself, you know. Glad to wanna check in. Alright. What is your problem with that word stethoscope now, Shamor? What problems you having with stethoscope? You don't know how to use your stethoscope? You're going in the medical field and you don't know how to use a stethoscope? What problems are you having? Oh, and people, may I edit the video them phone, you know, so on a need for watch them. May I spend my time. May I spend the whatever it call. On a need for watch the videos them, on a need for share them, on a need for give somebody who it necessary for them get it, because probably you already have it and you probably don't need it. You understand? So I want to make sure so the people who actually need it actually do get it, because you have a lot of people them afraid for come and say, boy, you know, say me don't know this, them don't really want to tell nobody say them can't read. But sometimes we know and we don't make them know wiser, and sometimes we don't know. But you know, I say it goes some my time. Sometimes people don't really feel too confident with them reading skill and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, because what happens is that I don't put them out as yet. I was just doing the thumbnails for them. So I already have them ready to go. But I need to upload them actually. So I have them piece because you know it's done stage by stage. Oh, you know what I say? There's a holistics, big up yourself. Mario, big up yourself. there's a formula, you know, where you can use to break up words. But I am not going to teach it on here. Why? Because I do private classes with some clients as well. So I am not going to do it on here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a private class for some of you guys like Shamor and Mario and them look where they Miss Annette and Tino. But rather do it private rather than come on the internet and do it like that. Because as I say, I have private clients where I teach them some of these stuff. So it's better to just not do it on here. But the word stethoscope is not a hard word to break up. It's a very easy word. Matter of fact, we talk about magic E, right? Without even using any formula or anything, you know. We talk about magic E. When you look at stethoscope, right then and there, you realize that, hey, scope looks like something that scope on the wap 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 wap. Yeah man, that's skilly bang there. Yeah, so if you listen to that skilly bang, then probably will catch a scope. So I don't know about the scope. You're supposed to can pick out the scope. Apart from that, the TH, which is one of the things that we even have a look on tonight, right? The TH, you know that it's a combination, right? So if it's a combination, you know say it needs to stay together. You don't want to separate it. It needs to stay together because it's a combination sound. It's a letter combination that you keep together. It's no different than SH or CH in the sense that you keep them together. You don't want to separate those. Right? If you go so boom now, Shamor, I look on that right there so. Them two characters here are called consonants. When you put them together, what you end up with is with a consonant blend. So right then and there, if you come to class or you're there class and you actually listen and start to follow what you're told to follow, or you just follow what you see me do, which is the craziness, it works just the same. So it worked for you, it worked for me, and it worked for anybody else, or it even worked for even a monkey. Because if a monkey can talk or a parrot, once them talk, the same thing. So you put these two together, st, st. When you put these two together, you get st, right? The only thing that might give a problem now is the E. Because now you don't know whether you need to make the E sound short or whether you need the E for sound long. Now, this is one of the problems that even if you can read good, even if you're fluent with reading, you're going to come across words that you need to consult your dictionary. It don't matter who you are. So don't make people telling you say, oh, or don't make it appear as if say reading is something where because you can read, you're not going to ever buck up on a word where you don't know. You're going to buck up on a word and you're going to call words improperly. You're not going to pronounce it properly. But the thing is that you already have steps that you can take to actually start pronouncing word. You have steps that you can take yourself for actually start to break up the word for actually get somewhere. So now the E, you know the E now is an exception. It is an exception because the E can sound long and it can sound short. So this is what you're going to do, right? Because you don't know, you're going to say ste and you're going to say sti. Ste and sti. Right? Now, if you did a follow, along when I say alright, then you have B, you have A. You do it long and you do it short. So you have ba and you have B. Then now, you go again and you change it from A to E. You have B and then you have B. So once you do that practice then now, when you reach right here, so I'm buck up on this. This is not a hard road to cross. Because you can go some boops now and say, alright then, this is te and this is T. May I make sense so far? You think what me I tell you all of these times come back now and I make sense now? You think of something that way you can implement in whatever you do? Good. Now, you go so boom and know that a one syllable. Right? Ste or sti and you work with it. Because naturally what that means that your ears are going to naturally tune into the sound. Because you know when something right and you know when something right, don't it? Because that is just how the natural thing work. your brain naturally gonna say, nah man, this sound weird. What kind of something this? What kind of name this? Like, you get what I say? Boom. Now, we work out that. That are the first syllable, right? And again, me now show you how to break up the syllables. Me just tell you where the syllables are and how you can go about pronouncing them. See? Now you have this right also, the TH, right? That TH is a funny sound to me. Because it can sound like a T, it can sound like a D, and it can even sound like something different. Like for example, if you can put your tongue and touch the top of your, well, use your tip of your tongue and rest it on your upper teeth, right? So when you use your tongue and rest it, your tip of your tongue and rest it on your upper teeth, what you want to do now is try to make the sound of the letter F. You want to pronounce the F sound like you want to say fish, right? But you're not going to change your mouth position. You're supposed to still have your tip of your tongue on your upper teeth. So when you have, once you have that, you can just blow here through it. Once you have that, you can just blow here through it. The ear the way you blow through it. That is also what helps you to make this pronunciation with the TH. Now, we also talk about something that is called voice sounds and unvoiced sounds. Now, there's two ways you can make it. You can make it with a vibration and you can make it without a vibration. Right? When it's made without a vibration, it is called unvoiced because it does not vibrate the vocal cord. It don't move your vocals. With the vibration now, it move your vocal. That is what gives it that labeling of to say, alright then, this is voice. Again, the tip of your tongue, rest it by your upper teeth. Then you want to let the ear come through that upper portion that is blocked off with the tongue now going through your upper teeth. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, know, but if it makes sense, tell if you understand what I'm saying, let me know. If anybody understand what I say, drop in the comment section, let me say. Drop in the comment, let me know. If you can even say the word think, because it almost sounds as if you're saying a F, but you're not really saying a F. Right? Think. I think bath. Somebody drop in the comment for me now, let me know if you don't understand what I say. And if you actually try it. And if it work for you, and if it not work for you, and you can go in front of your mirror. You can go in front of your mirror, go try it, and see where you get. So, one of the things is, I always say, you can replace the sounds them. It just gonna be minuscule. So you can change it for your T, and you can change it for your D. It works both ways because it do makes both sound. So you just might sound like you have a little accent. And that's fine. The most important thing is that make you understand what I say. Or the other person understand what I say. Because communication deals with you understanding me and me understanding you. Very boring. You know say my answer phone though, but you want me, you see, because I live a bush. Sometimes the phone ring, you know. So, I don't know, but if just send me a WhatsApp. It's easier to get to me on WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp, and I apologize for you not getting through to me. You send me a WhatsApp, and I definitely will respond to the WhatsApp. Now back to stethoscope. Now if you notice the to in a stetho, it sounds like a T, right? Stetho. It sounds like you said t-o. Stetho. So right here, so now you see this work with a T. If you replace it with a T, it sounds just the same in a sense. Right? Stethoscope. Again, there are ways how to break up that word, but nah. Alright, me get the text. If I you. So, there are ways how to break up this. When I say ways, it have formula. Just like how you see me come, I'm already giving one of the formula when I tell you to count back 3. Okay, whenever I am off a live, I'll correspond with them. No, whenever I'm telling you to count back 3, it's a formula. You can take that very same formula and go apply it wherever you want to apply it. As long as you apply it on a word that end with LE, you would have probably better off than me. Because you would have more words now in your caliber where you can count on, where you can depend on, where you can break up, where you can derive. Nobody would not fear tell you say, oh, you need to do this or do that. You already would have common sense to know what to do, and then know you would have be able to do it. And do it. Right? Now, that's it for stethoscope. Back with stethoscope now, the ending part over here says a magic E. This O right here, so it make a long sound. Because the E comes back and tell it to set its name. The name is O. So this is why over here so read scope. And this is why now I have stethoscope. If you didn't even read it stethoscope, your brain would have chip in and say, but hold on. Oh, this sounds so. This stethoscope, I never hear this before. Because your brain no fool now. Probably you fool, but your brain no fool. But sometimes your brain fool. Well, our brain, not just your brain alone. The whole of our brain. Anyways, the word V. Sound like a phone a vibrate. Here more you do, people. You see your tongue? More you rest your upper teeth and your bottom row teeth, them on it. Don't bite the tongue, you know. Don't bite it too hard. But more you rest it on it. And then what you want to do is, you want to force the ear only through the upper section. So you force the ear through your upper teeth. This sound is coming from through your upper teeth right there, sir. So it's like your tongue is blocking whatever ear can go. Oh, I'm gonna put it now. Watch me, I got your shower teeth them now. So this is shower teeth. And I'm just kidding, by the way. Right? So these are your upper teeth. And this are your lower teeth, right? Now, upper, lower. What I mean is that your tongue are gonna right here, so. See? Now, what you are gonna do is, you are gonna make sure you say, you rest your upper teeth and your lower teeth on your tongue. Then now you are going to force the ear through up here, so. So the ear is coming through this portion right here, so. That is what is creating that sound. See? Don't rate my drawing. That is the ear that is passing through up here, so is what is creating that sound. You hear it? If you do it and you get the same thing, it means that you do it correct. Now, remember we talk about the vibration, right? If there is no vibration, it means it is unvoiced. But if there is vibration, it means that it is voiced. Now, when you do the first, if you do this, what I ask you to do, you're not necessarily going to get a vibration. You're not necessarily going to get a vibration. But you can make this very same sound and it have a vibration. Because in other words, them. It also sound like a D. Them. Give me them. Where them there? Give me them. Where them there? Next word, you have a word what we call think. You can make it sound with a T, right? You can make it sound with a T, but it can have that sound what we just do right here, so will come through your upper teeth when your two teeth them rest on your tongue. People, tell me if you no try. I want to see somebody try. Somebody in the comment tell me if they try. Because I want to know if what I talk about this. I want to know if what I say make sense to you. Or I just me alone it make sense to. Come on, somebody talk to me. Planet Earth. You know how long I not see planet Earth? Jaja. Good. Shamu say it makes sense, but I know say she just tell me that because she want me move on, you know. But I say you go still me I go work with it. I not see a party Tijuana tonight. I want to go on. Like Tijuana gone all about. The word the. Somebody said they did have a challenge with it the other day. Right? The word the. The word the is a word that me personally don't like because it have TH. I personally don't like the TH in words. Because it have that weird way of making the sound. To me. Right? Now, why you communicate when you communicate? When you talk to somebody, why you talk to them? You talk to them so that them can understand you and you can understand them. All heap of work, all heap of backlog. I go send Shamura over there to help you. Shamura says she want to look at work. So I send her to come help you because we need up on the class them. So we need to free you up on the backlog and paperwork so that you see. So as I say, the TH is something. No man, not tonight. Probably next week. The TH is something that I personally don't like. Because of the way we make the sound. The sound does feel weird to me. But you still can make it. Or if you're not able to make it, you have sounds where you can use to replace it with. Right? You can replace it with other sounds and still be able to communicate and still make sense. What you want to do is, I don't know how much I want to ever talk to nobody who talk Spanish or nothing like that, right? And then we talk to you, and then we call all one word one funny way. Or then we talk one funny way, right? Normally we would say, I am going to. But when them attack them say I go to. What you gonna do? Tell me say you don't understand what that person say? I go to Kingston. I go to Kingston. If somebody say I go to Kingston, you know exactly what they must say. So while they may not construct the sentence as you would construct your sentence, does that mean say it is not understandable? Because this is just one phoneme. And yes, while one phoneme can change the entire word, why one phoneme can make the entire word become a different word. You have something we call minimal pair as well, where that one sound is so close to each other that it hard to differentiate which one of them say while them make a oral speech. So for me talking right now, me I call one word, you probably don't even know which word me really I call. Because it is so minuscule. It is such a small thing that it wouldn't change nothing so much. So, may I say it again? The TH, it have a funny way of making itself, right? If you're not able to do it right now, it don't mean so you're not supposed to learn how to do it better, you know. I am just saying, if you're not able to do it right now, even if you replace it with a T or a D, depending on the context and the case, it not gonna be so far off. You already do it already, you know. May I show you? As me say, you already do it already and you don't know. See? What you call this? Don't you call this like a T? Truth or lie? When you call the word thank, when you say thank you hear a TH or you hear the sound of a T? Be honest. You hear the sound of a T, which is tank. It sound like the tank them where you store up water, you know? But that is not the tank. That is not how it's spelled. But again, I just try to show you, say, it is so minuscule that if you can't make the sound of this, how it's supposed to make in the way how they make it, it can be replaced with another sound and still have the same impact you would have wanted to have. Right? What is this? What is this? Because in this, the TH, it sounds like a D. Adpolian. Big up. The TH don't sound like the sound we that I made earlier a while ago. It sounds like a D in this case. Because this one would represent the voice one. This. It don't change much. And you still would be able to understand what I'm asking. Still would be able to understand this. Still would be able to understand this. It no matter which this or this, you still would understand. Then now you have this. Come people, drop a thumbs up in the chat. Drop a thumbs up in the chat. Because I want to know what the TH sound like in a thumb. Forever blessed. Big up yourself. Me want to know what the TH sound like in a thumb. It don't sound like a one T. Thumb. It sound like T to me. So, again, what does I say? If it is so impossible for you to make that sound, it can be replaced with another sound that is very close to it, that when you're talking to a person, they wouldn't even know what you had done. See? They wouldn't even know what you had done. Next word. Dare. I dare you to walk over there and give them their bags. That's a there. Or that's a there. So, people, I'm just show you. One is voice, one is not voice. So, because one is voice, it makes that vibrating in the vocal cords. One is not voice, it does not vibrate the vocal cords. People, when I get it, is it making sense? Are you getting it? So, my thing is this. Don't be so caught up on the TH. We say, oh, me don't know how to make that sound because it's funny. Or, me don't know how to make that sound because. You can find another solution. You can have something will still work just the same. Anyways. That I it for me with the TH tonight, you know. And me finish tonight unless Uno don't finish, you know. So, what Uno up to for the rest of the night? What Uno up to for the rest of the night? What you want to look on for the rest of the night? Because me done for the rest of the night, you know. Unless Uno don't done. Unless I don't finish. Come people. Let me hear on a voice in the chat there. When I have a voice, using a voice. You have a voice, use your voice. Just blank so. Come like me, I forgot to call you up one by one for going to do reading. One by one. Put on the reading skills to the test. You. And that me say, look like I alone there, but I know you alone. Me and you there, unless you call me dopey. But here me say, people, I know say a lot of you feel embarrassed by not being able to read, right? But I just want to encourage you and make you know tonight, say, not being able to read is not the worst thing. You might not be able to read, but you have food on your table, right? You might not be able to read, but you can do carpentry, you can do construction, you can do mechanic, you probably can do so many things. So, I don't want you just use the fact that, oh, I can't read, so therefore, you're less than. That is not the case. In fact, it's good that you can recognize that you can read. It's good that you can recognize that you need help to be able to read, because it no matter what you are doing in life, reading is #1 on the charts. It no matter what you have in a life, reading is #1 on the charts. Because me can give you 2 buckle. Me can give you 2 buckle, and if you can't read it good, me can give you 2 buckle. And if you can't read, to know what is the labeling of the buckle, to know that, hey, this is dangerous for your health, or hey, this is a highly flammable liquid, or whatever the case may be, you're in a trouble. So it no matter whether you're in a construction, It no matter if you sit down in a desk all day. It no matter what you do. If you even drive taxi on the road, you need to be able to read. Reading is a must. Reading is something where you need to take you through life. In fact, most of the successful people know what you know today. It no matter where you want to call them. It no matter what them name. It no matter who you find as successful. Them have to do some form of reading. Then go up on them phone. Them start to text. Texting is reading. Talking is also reading. You probably don't know say talking and reading because nobody no come and say it to you like that. But me there have to tell you say talking is reading too. So the talk where you see me and talk right so. I read. Because everything what me I say to you are words. Everything what me I say, these words are words I could have write down on paper. These words that you're hearing now in the form of syllables are coming out already blended, which is one of the skills that we talk about in phonemic awareness. Blending. So the talk where you talk it already come out blended. You need to know how to separate it when it come out as one whole. You need to break up the one whole in a pieces. Put the one whole in a pieces. Right? Separate it. Know how much sound, because that is very, very important. And a lot of people don't know, say, if you don't know how much sound in the word, it becomes challenging for you. Because one of the things that you have to be able to hear, for spell, if I even stethoscope, ste, you have to hear each individual sound in ste. You have to hear the t and the e in ste. You have to break it apart. Because what will happen is that when you hear yourself say ste, you're starting to look now at the sounds that you're making to use letters or characters to write down beside each other to say, alright then, this represents this sound that I am hearing. Because when you look back on the paper, you want to read it back off the paper. I often tell clients, you know, if you get a word for spell it. But write it on paper. Because, you see, when you read it back off of the paper, it's supposed to read the same way how you did get the initial word for read. Me no want you just write it on the paper and say about the word because you say that the word where you get first, you know. Because you only cheat yourself. Right? You think you're winning that moment, but you only lose on the back end. But you don't know. You get the word for spelling, you write it down. Now, you want to treat it like a fresh word where you never see it. You just buck up on it and you read it. When you start to read it, does it sound like something that you did say before? Or it sound different? If it sound different, automatically you know that you need to change it up. You need to do something because you know something done right. You see what I say? That you need to know. Why is reading important? Why reading is on the top of the charts? Because you're probably in a position right now where the job thing where you do, it now match up. The job thing where you do right now, probably you look at it and you say, yo, I can't work this amount of money for this work what I do, Bridget. I can't do this what I do for this a little bit of chump changer where can't even do nothing. It come like me just hurt myself. But what them don't know is that you did hurt yourself, but you wise up. Because you start to take extra lesson. You start to come home at night time in your tired state. See it? You come home in your tired state and you say, alright then, I go put in 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes I go put in, you know. I go put in 30 minutes because I want better for myself. And that is what reading do. Reading make you better yourself. Reading make you can go places where a lot of people can go. Reading make you can go through doors where a lot of people can go. Reading do that. That's how powerful reading is. It no matter what you want to do in a life, reading top the chart. Reading top the chart. Hear why me like reading though. You have something what them call independence. But I don't know if you know what independence mean. I don't know if me know what independence mean, but I know what it mean to me. Can somebody tell me what independence mean, please? Somebody tell me what independence mean in the chat. I would have liked to know what independence mean. When you can provide for yourself. You see that yourself something that I eat me like. When you can do it for yourself. When you can do whatever for yourself, when you don't have to depend upon somebody else to do it for you. Now, don't get me wrong, you know. Because we need people in our life, you know. But we don't need people for everything, if that makes sense. See? We don't need people for everything. We don't need people for read our private documents. We don't need people for read with private message. We don't need people for read nothing for it. That is where the independence, the self-independence comes in. If you're not able to read, you're missing out on your self-independence. You're missing out on your privacy. And you're missing out on yourself as yourself. Because now, you have to go to somebody. You have to go ask somebody to do something for you. You have to go and say, look here, help me with this, no? Me can't read. You probably not say it like that. Or you probably have one favorite cousin, or one auntie, or one sister, or somebody where you think you can trust. I'm use the word think purposefully because sometimes we think so we can trust people and it turn around so we can't really trust them. You think you can trust your cousin for read your message because you can read and you don't have your own independence. No, your cousin take that message now because them know say you can read and them use it against you. So now you did probably forget some something. I don't know whatever the something is, but you did forget something. And because you're not able to read and see for yourself what you forget, no, them go around at the back of the car and them short change you. Them take one over this, so. Them put one over this, so. Then draw one over this, so. Them do another one something over this, so. And then here, all of that I did fear, you know, but it, no, it's scattered and gone all about the place and you don't know where it there. You don't know who put it there. Because why? Reading. Reading is very, very important. Reading is necessary in your life every day. Somebody are going to text you if you have a phone. You are going to get a message. And if nobody not text you, if a digital or line you have, me sure said them are going to text you. Me sure said them are going to send you what, sometime all 15 texts them are going to send you. If you don't have nobody for text you, me sure say Lime and Digicel is going to send you a message. And if you can't read it, just not going to be able to read it. all we are talk about building yourself, getting a better career, getting better job opportunity. You could read one time, but now you can't read. Now you start to send email. You know what sending an email can do for you? You know what writing a letter can do for you? Because you can now write a letter and say, hey boss man, I have so and so skills, you know. I'm going to get a certificate, you know. I'm going to apply for a job, you know. And I am the person for that job, you know. And I'm going to tell you why. And you just tell them. Them give you an interview, you go for your interview. Them say, alright, them they want to test you. Read this. You just read it. Reading important, man. Very, very, because them going to give you a contract. What you going to do? Just take the contract and sign it? Or you going to read the contract before you sign it? If you are going to end up sign it. People, I come out here, every time I come out here and help who needs the help. Because I can't help who no want the help. I might know say somebody want the help and me can't help them because me can't force somebody to help them. Them within their right to accept the help or not accept it. So if them want the help, then we accept the help, but me giving them the help and them don't want it. It's like forcing them to say, alright then, learn to read, but them don't really want to learn to read. But I come and I help who want the help. Everything what I do is important. It in a different stages. I not come and do it in a just one stage. I do it in a different stages. Which means this part might not benefit you. But the next part might benefit you. Stage 1 might not benefit you, but stage 3 might benefit you. And this is also why I say, schedule your private lessons. Because when you do private lessons, you get to work on just yourself. You don't have to wait for stage 1 for done when you do stage 3. You don't have to say, oh, stage 3 too hard. Because you do stage 1. You focus on yourself, your skills what you need for work on. Whatever that is what you work on. Good night, Mr. Remy. How you do? How you do? A lot of us chest out, you know. And a reading save enough away. Knowledge save enough away. Matter of fact, right now, if you can't read, you don't have no link to your ancestral people. If you can't read right now, I'm going to take up a book and read. Right now, we hear what talk about Marcus Garvey. You know, hear nobody else saying nothing about Marcus Garvey, you know. And if you want to know nothing about Marcus Garvey right now, you know, you just go up on the internet and type in bam, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you know. And guess what, when you do that? As something that you have in your face so you can go read, you know. You can go get a book now and read now, you know. So now you know everything about Marcus Garvey and Marcus Garvey in a year era. You learn everything when you want to learn about him. All because you decide say, you know what, I'm going to just get up and read. TikTok police, big up yourself. The independence part for me are the most important thing, people. I tell you all the time. I can't get up and run right now. You know why? Because I can't read. I can't come out of my house. My mother don't know where I'm gone. My father don't know where I'm gone. My sister don't know where I'm gone. My brother don't know where I'm gone. If I decide I'm not tell nobody where I go, I just go out the door, find somewhere go. Probably go to the airport, book a ticket. See? Go to the airport and book a ticket. And then now, nobody know I'm there. I just lock off on my phone. That is how powerful reading is. You can do things and nobody no say you gonna do that. You know how much people do what you call it, class. You know how much people do class at night or online and nobody no know say them get them certificate. You know how much people have certificate and you don't know say them get certificate. Why? Because they can read. And then go online and then find someone to read and get the certificate and do what them do. And when them do what them do, you don't know say them do it. You don't know, you know. But them have them certificate. Them have them certificate. All because them can read. All because them can read. People, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. Reading is important. You have to read. You have to read. Let me see who love money upon the life. If you love money, drop a money sign in our chat. If you love money, drop a money sign in the chat. Let me see who love money. If you love half your money, drop a money sign in the chat. If you love money, drop a money sign in the chat. Mario hold on pan fee money tight. Nobody now get that. Here we go. Finance. Finance. Me know no phone have no bank account and on have no card, bank card, I don't have no credit card, I don't have no that card, I don't have no this card. See? Month time you get a monthly statement. Because them send you a monthly statement so you can read it. It goes back now for show you how reading is important to even your finances. Reading is important to your money. Reading is important to you keeping your money or giving it away for free. So you either go work hard for your money, see, and have whole heap of paper backlog like planet Earth because them work for their money. And you either go learn to read and have the ability to read for able to make wise decision with your money. Reading link back to you keeping your money, wasting it, giving it away for free, or investing it for a better tomorrow. A reading do that. Because if you can read now you're going to start read about investment things. You're going to now start read about stocks and bonds and real estate. Because reading can take you anywhere in the world where you want to go. I don't know about nobody else, but I love read. Me love read because sometimes I book up on some stories and I say, yo, this nice. Sometimes when I don't read it, I just all a smile. And I say, yo, bounty killer foot. Then the next time I read something, I say, yo, that did possible? That did possible? People reading nice. I don't know about nobody, but reading takes you across the globe. Reading takes you across the globe. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm sure about me. Imagine you as a stress person now just get up and just say, yo, you know what? I make this stress me, you know. Take up a book and read. and you read the right book. You read the right book where when you start to read it, you feel all everything about you start to change. You feel the whole body start vibrate different. Like y'all say, yo, why me never get up and start read long time? You feel the whole body start vibrate different. Just because of what you read. You read an experience of somebody. That experience where you gain from that person can also give you wisdom in your experience and your journey with what you are doing. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. You see me come and sometimes I do look at Spanish pan here. I because I read. I read. That's why I come now. I'm going to tell you guys to read. Once you increase your reading skill, man, life will better for you. You will feel empowered. You will feel you will have your self-independence. See? You will have your opportunity now for grow in your career, in your job, in your day-to-day life, in whatever you do. You will be able to grow. You will know if you start make connection. You get what I say? Because I'm gonna go one place and book up DJ Kern. I don't know him. But me and him just for some reason we just start talk. And then we start talk about some things where are things that we know about because are things we read about. Are things now me and him can have a little connection in the sense me and him connect on a reasoning. And we are say, yo, yeah man, a good reasoning this, you know. And it all comes down back to because him did read and because me did read. So now we have more things in our mental what we can discuss and can talk about and can reproduce in a real time. Confidence. Confidence I go skyrocket. I have seen people who can't read and them just down. See? Them down. Them very much down. Because them can't read. But you see, as soon as them start to read and them start to get it, confidence change, man. Yes, man. Are the boldest thing in the room right now. They normally used to quiet. Now you have to tell them shut up. No, me I tell you. Them might be down because them can't read and them think say them can't read sometimes. Because sometimes them say them can't read is just a thought. But come and me tell you now, if you can talk, you have a high possibility say you can read. You just don't know. Because everything will come out of your mouth. It's like a reader read it. Believe or not. Everything will come out of your mouth is like a reader read it. Self-esteem improve. Confidence improve. You start to enjoy yourself now. You start to have fun. See it there? DJ Kern just said, the job I'm doing, it's a high paid job. If I couldn't read, I couldn't have it. That is how powerful reading is. Some doors where you can walk through. It's like a reading of the key for pull them lock there. But if you don't read, and you can't read, and you know so you can't read, and you don't get the help for be able to read, it is to your detriment. And here me I go say on the other side. If you can read and you not read, you is no different than somebody who don't know to read. It's only that you're worse. Because you have the ability what them a seek. Probably if them could have read, them would have do more than you we can read would have do. Learning to read is a positive impact. It a go take on your life, people. Right? Learning to read is going to make a positive impact on your life. Whether you like it or not, that a go happen. It a go be a positive impact on you. See it? Now, we say all of that, and it still sound like we don't say nothing. Don't it? Because we don't read nothing. If you call my phone and you don't get me, send me a WhatsApp. See number up at top there? Also send a name so that I can use the name for refer to you by. See? Now, we do a whole heap of talking a while ago. And it probably not go nowhere. So come on, we do something where we think probably can go somewhere. Reading, right? You see this? May I put it on the board. Same thing, you know. Come and do it. Every time I'm show now. Same thing. 3 letters, right? 3 letters. Now, where does these 3 letters come from? Does anybody know? I want somebody to tell me where them 3 letters they come from. Bright Spark, Shamor. Where does these 3 letters come from, miss? It come from January? Anybody else want to try? Where does these 3 letters come from? Mario hit the nail upon the head. Alphabet. So these 3 letters don't come from January. But yes, they are in January. But they don't come from January. Right? So they come from the alphabet. Now, do you know your alphabet? Yes or no? Simple question. You know your alphabet? Yes or no? Do you know your alphabet? And again, the alphabet is A, B, C, D, E. That is the alphabet. You see them as a ABC. So these letters come from the ABC. Right? The same as the alphabet. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that, for one, them have a name what we call them by. The name what we call them by is also in the alphabet. It's the same as the ABC. So the same ABC what we call these characters. This is a character. This is a character. This is a character. This is a symbol. This is a symbol. This is a symbol. Anybody know nothing about Chinese symbol? Where you see them have something looking like all them something there? And them start and them a read them and them a talk them and them something there? It is no different. It's the same principle that beneath these here, these character here, lies sound where you hear out of your mouth. Which means the one character that you're looking at as a name to call it by, but also have a sound where it make. You can call it attitude. J have an attitude. J have an attitude that says J. That is the attitude for J. J. A have a whole heap of attitude. Because A can say A can say A can say A. And remember, when we did that do the Spanish, you remember say one was A and one was A. Which means the same A way in the Spanish come over in the English. Which means this don't just say A alone. It also say A and A. The point that I'm making is that these characters, them have a name for refer them by. The name is only used in spelling. Because if you use the name of this, I would have to call the name of this, which is in the ABC, the name of this, which is in the ABC, and the name of this, which is in the ABC. But when I call the name, I say J-A-N. What me I do? Me I spell it. Me I call out the name of the letters. Well, in other words, see? Most people don't know that it have a name and it have a sound. The sound is important when it comes to reading. When it comes to reading, the sound is most important. When it comes to spelling, the name of the character is most important. So if I ask you to spell January, you would have said J-A-N and continue. If I ask you to read January, you would not say J-A-N. What you would have said? You would have said Janu. You would have make the sound that these characters have. This character have a sound J. This character have a sound A. This is how reading works. Reading works by putting this sound, that character, the sound of that character, along with the sound of that character. So now we end up with 1, 2 sound. When we say those 2 sounds together, we end up with Ja. Because all we're doing we end up with Ja. All we're doing is making the sound for this and glide it over there. J, Ja, Ja, Ja. You can go as far as stretch this and make this Ah. Ja, Ja. But that is when you practice. This is Ja. You see the Ja? How much time you hear it? You hear 1 something. Which means this sound right here, so beneath this character, and this sound right here, so beneath this character, combine together and form one talk, one syllable. People don't get that? When you put these two sounds together, you still go again. And when you talk it now, them fuse into one syllable. So when you say ja, is one thing you say. When you say ja, is two sounds come together. When you say ja, you talk one time, but in the one time where you talk, is two things you really put together without you even know say you put them together. We can go further and add a third sound. See? We can go further and add a third sound. Now, when we add the third sound, it becomes a whole thing. It becomes a part of the whole thing we would have from early. So now we already know this is ja. What sound this letter make? What sound this character make? What kind of attitude that character you have? It have no other attitude but that's all it do. That's all it say. When it hungry, when it get food, when the food nice, when it want sleep, when it wake, when it a go bed, that's all it say. That is the sound that is in the word when you call the word Jan. It might not sound because it is emphasized when me do it. When me do it, me highlight it more so that you can hear it. Right? But when you talk, because we talk so fast, it is crisp. It just come through quick, but it is there. Now these three independent phoneme, these three independent character combine together, right? And fuse and give we one syllable. And again, by saying Jan, we still talk one time. Jan, Pam, Bam, Man, Pan, Rap, Lock, Shock, Knock, Bat, Pin, Win. All of these are one syllable long. One syllable long. Which means you talk one single time and you get out all of these in the one breath will come out. Here what happen now, them start to come side and side. Syllable come side and side and form the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Look on the word alphabet. Al, one talk, one syllable. Fa, one talk, one syllable. Bet, one talk, one syllable. But for you to say alphabet, you have to say this, this, and this. But you say it in a sequence where I'll come first. Because me can say albet fa. And me can say bat alpha. And me can say bat fa al. Me can change it up anyhow I want change it up. It is the sequencing of how the syllable comes out that make it sound like something you know or something you don't know. Don't fanal, Brown. You see what I talk about? Vitin. You have Pamela and you have Lamepa. You can change it up, and when you change it up, I promise you it is not going to sound nothing like what you think it would have said or something what you think you know. Well, you know it, you know, but it just going to sound a certain way. Which means you can follow the same sequencing and put 3 or 1, 2 or 2, and 1 for 3. And you can switch around this and read it as nudge. It is Jan and it is nudge if you read it round. You can change up the sequencing and how the syllable come. Whereas like information, in may fortune. You see what I say? Inchan may for. Inchan for me. You can change it up. You can do what you want to. You can call me crazy. No problem. I like being crazy. Because I don't think crazy is crazy. Crazy is good. People, I come out here and I spend my time, you see, at 8 o'clock now in the night, you know. And my bed, I should have there, you know. I should have done my bed. But I'm out here, I don't know. Because I want to know forget this thing. I want to know understand this thing. Me use numbers on the board where you can follow. And I not talk my number for call and follow me. I talk numbers where you can follow. 1, 2, 3. Sequencing. It deal with sequence. You see what I deal with? People, if you don't understand that, drop something in the chat. Drop a emoji. Drop a GIF. Like the live. Share the live. Something. Something for something. Do something. Do something, people. Do something. Reading is not hard. It is learning the whole entire language that is hard. This what I show you a while ago is reading. It never take with 10 minutes to do it. What you need to know when it comes to reading is the character. You need to know that the character have a name. You need to know the character have a sound. And you need to know when you're going to use the name. And you need to know when you're going to use the sound. Then now it comes to sequencing. You have syllables. You have one syllable that consists of what? Characters. The characters of sounds embedded in them. Some characters go together and stay together and get married. Like in a Shamor name, you have the SH married. They don't divorce. They don't separate. Them stay together. All the day, all the way. I come and I telling you again. I break it down and I show you. And I show you again. You can get a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper. It might look like a little book because I try to be creative with whatever I do. So this might look like a little book because I try to be creative. Now, if you turn the page as a book, you see another word with character just the same. Now, from around here, so this character in the middle, it is not going to change around here, so because it look different. It's the same sound the character is going to make. The character still have the same name, and the character still is going to make the same sound. You can continue reading them. It's the same sound again. Right? You can continue reading them. It's the same sound again. Why? Why is it the same sound? Every time you skip, you see the same sound. Why? Because repetition. is important in learning. Repetition. Which means you have to keep on do the thing over and over. So I might come, me probably have to go come and tell Shamor the same thing 511, 20 times. Yeah. Because repetition is important. I might have to go tell Pablo, say, hey Pablo, do this, Pablo, do this, Pablo, do this. But it comes a point where Shamor and Pablo have to go now learn for themselves and understand for themselves and know for themselves, say, yo, when I see this, I need to do this. Oh, when I see this, I need to move this, put it over there, so I know, say, yo, yeah man. People, reading is not hard. Everything when you see me show you a while ago is reading. I break it down in a sequence, I break it down in a steps, I show you, separate it, everything. Now, when I say when you read and you probably not even know say you read, this is what I mean. Can you say John? Just say John, and if you're able to say John, type it in our chat, yes. If you're not able to do it, say no. For whoever there upon the live will do it now and I participate with it. If you can say John, just say John, type yes in our chat. If you can't do it, say no. So you can say John. Alright, good. Did you know? Do you know that because you can say John and because you did say John, did you know that you blended all these characters? Did you know that you blend them? Like if you did go read it. Like for example, if you put ja and you get John. Like if you read it, you literally read John. You did know it's the same thing? It means that this already come out blended because we have to blend this for read it, right? But it already come out blended by you saying it. When you say John, right? This is where you know you end up in a location. When you say John, this is now you in a spatial location. John, yes, how you end up. When you say J, yes, how you end up. When you say this is where you end up. So when you say Ja, yes, is where you end up. Which means that this not included yet. Segmenting now, the ability to say John and listen to the sounds in the word John and can able to find what these three sounds. That is segmenting. You isolate each sound individually. John, John, J, J, Ja, J, Ja, 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 John. And you do that. And you do it for as many times repetition need. And you're soon doing that by doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that. If you do it to the monkey, the monkey are going to read and some people not going to be able to read. If you do it to the parrot are going to be able to read and some people not going to be able to read. But at that point, you know what would be the difference between the monkey, the parrot, and the person who can read? Is that the monkey and the parrot tried. The monkey and the parrot made repetition. The monkey and the parrot made effort. The monkey and the parrot did something where the other person decides to them not do. The monkey and the parrot never lazy. The other person was lazy. So because the other person was lazy and the monkey and the parrot not lazy, Now you have monkey and parrot to walk around and read and attack. And people are wonder how them do that. Never know say them come to Kimarreading class. Tell them. But anyways, people, I give you enough time tonight. I get a well-deserved night tonight. I go upload the videos on YouTube. I have some videos I already upload for this week. So I go get at least a video a day, a replay video a day. For those who don't follow me, follow me. For those who don't join the WhatsApp group, you can join the WhatsApp group. You can just go up on my page, right? And read and open it in a browser, and you can join the group. If you so decide that you want to be a part of the group. See? See? Y'all a spoil my name, you know. User 19293. Yeah man, much respect fam. Yeah man, big up and thanks for coming and thanks for spending the time and the energy. You see it? But put an eye where the E there still. Put an eye where the E there. We're going to check out shortly. Brother. I don't know you put that F there in front of brother. Brother. But we read it serious because we read that. People, reading is important in every aspect of life. Reading top the chart every single time. So take this, make this be the lesson where you use to say, alright then, me I go start do some form of reading. Me I go start put in some work. Me I go start getting the repetition. If I even one vowel a day, you just a for the whole day. Yes man, you just a practice, a warm up your vocals. Make them think you're mad. At 2025 now, people feel walk around mad. Yeah. People feel walk around mad. Because people feel work on themselves. Them been a tricky for too long. So make us feel like say we mad all this time when the most sensible people them talk to themselves. And practice. And elevate themselves. Because I'm sure Einstein used to talk to himself. What you going to do? Tell me say Einstein mad? If Einstein mad, me mad too. Yeah. Einstein a genius. Because him talk to himself. No make nobody tell him no foolish. Talk to himself. You do a Monday, Tuesday, be a word with E. It. If. Ip. Sit. Tip. Dip. Whip. You just rings them out, man. Tuesday. Up. But. Fun. Listen, man. Listen. I just uno for one practice, you know. I just uno for one practice and practice. Uno have to just get up and one do it and do it. So, as me say, may I check out Gloria. Thanks for passing through. Big up yourself. Forever blessed. Thanks for passing through. Big up yourself. Planet Earth. You don't know. Keep up with the paperwork. DJ Kern. Big up yourself. Pablo. Big up yourself. My girl Shamor, that you know. Shamor, big up yourself. Jojo. God bless girl. Howard Gill. Alwin Ewin. Holistics. Big up yourself. Richard Sutterworth. At the first me see a name like that. God mercies kept. Beckham, me don't know. Why me can't see you? Why me can't see you until live done, Beckham? What you do? You have a hide button where you press when you come to class or what? You have a hide button where you press? Because I don't see you until the class done, you know. I mean, I check out. What go on? You just slip in when a time for left class and I say, oh, you did there. That not gonna work, you know. Anybody when you come and mark the register early never there here. So even if you did there here in the first part and you never mark the register, and you go back and you come back, You never there. So, when I know, but big up yourself. I am the greatest. Hopefully. But just like reading and sound and them thing there. Sometimes I can't even get out that. I just sound me and think about straight. Kim, big up yourself. So people, another day again, another time again. Stay safe, stay clean, stay sweet, and stay honest to yourself.